So let's talk a little bit about the skincare system now, the Alavida. So it's really neat because it has a patch, which is a very potent antioxidant, which increases epithalamin, which is something your pineal gland makes, believe it or not. Now, I really thought that this was some sort of like spiritual patch because when I used it, David, the inventor, didn't tell me what it did except that it was an antioxidant. And so I just noticed I was able to do so much more energy work and not get tired. And I just seemed to bounce back. And I thought, really, that is awesome. And I felt like I was able to access higher levels of consciousness. So I really thought this was going to be some spiritual patch they were going to market, but silly me, what do I know about marketing, right? What they had to do studies on it. So the studies they decided to do was on the skin, and they found that it improved the skin a lot. So they marketed on the skin issues, but I know that for me, my skin was pretty good because of the glutathione and carnosine and eon already. So and I don't really have a lot of wrinkles. But what's really great is that it really helped me spiritually. And these are really interesting because they have two topicals that go with this patch. And let's talk about the patch first. It increases your antioxidants in the body, so it actually helps regenerate your skin. It's one a patch a day and at night rather. And here's just one of the volunteers that took pictures before and after. I think this was 6 weeks. You can kind of see if you just take a look at the one side and then the other, that it really, you can, the tone, the skin tone, and the lines and things actually looks like a really different person if you go back and forth and toggle between the two. And there's a lot of these different pictures on the LifeWave site. Now, they did some studies on this, and what's really interesting when talking to David on the radio show, you definitely want to listen to that radio show on the Alavida. He said when they hired a cosmetologist, I think that's what they're called, to formulate this, he said, look, it has to be natural and you can't have any artificial ingredients in order for these results we want. And the guy said it's not possible. And David said, well, if it's not possible not to put, we don't want junk in it, we don't want artificial stuff in it, then forget it, we're not going to hire you. So the guy said, okay, I'm going to try. So it was really kind of neat. Some of the ingredients that they used in it, I think it was like, 98.6% naturally derived ingredients. I think the fragrance is not completely natural in terms of, well, it's natural, but it's not essential oils, which is what I would prefer. One of the reasons is because they have an algae derived ingredient in there. It would smell like fish if it wasn't for this fragrance. So they're still playing around with that, but it actually smells like vanilla now. So it's actually pretty good. I don't mind the smell at all, and I couldn't actually tell that it was fish in there of that marine algae. So that algae is incredibly healing. So that's kind of like claim to fame of one of the several awesome ingredients in Alavida. And so there was a really great improvement in the skin. And the third-party lab that tested the efficacy of this product independently actually do testing for like Revlon and all the big name companies. And they saw some amazing results with this, and they could not believe that it was natural, that there was no chemicals in it. So here's the pricing for the Alavida. This is in US dollars, by the way. So if you're a distributor, definitely get a really good price. And what's really neat is you get 60 days worth. And these little guys twist up, and then it pumps out, and then you can twist them and twist the top, and it goes back down. Wonderful for travel. You can put them in your suitcase to get checked in. And my mom loves these for travel because all her other bottles, it would spill or whatever. These do not spill, and they just dial down and the pump goes in. It's wonderful for travel. This is the daytime one, which is a little lighter, and this is the nighttime one. In fact, the daytime one I actually mix with my mineral makeup, which is natural, and so that becomes my foundation. And then you use the Alavida at night. By the way, if you don't dream a lot, you might notice some pretty vivid dreams on the Alavida. It's like your dream system, your body system is going back to normal.